Wesley could really use a win right now. The Monday, March 16 episode of The Rookie saw him have to inform the LAPD that things weren't going their way with the Liam Glasser case, but that decade he would have been in jail if he'd taken a plea deal for involuntary manslaughter for one death looked pretty good compared to where they ended up. As Glasser and his lawyer Malcolm, Sean Patrick Thomas, sat down with Wesley about the plea deal, Harrison Novak, Noel Fisher, was in the LAPD confessing to more crimes than just his own. He added Liam's to his victim list as well, and he even had details that hadn't been released to the public. It's unclear how he got those, whether it was from Malcolm or even Wesley's opponent in the DA race, Vivian. But what matters is that by the end of the episode, Liam Glasser was free, and Wesley just wanted to get drunk enough to forget what had happened. Wesley's devastated, Ashmore tells TV Insider. I think this raises the stakes even more. Vivian getting elected DA would be absolutely devastating, but I think he feels way more responsibility to put Liam Glasser back behind bars. He also says the last scene with Wesley and Angela, in which he's not ready for a pep talk, makes a lot of sense because he feels helpless. The opening scene with Wesley is basically telling the police officers, we've done everything we can, and the best-case scenario is going to be a plea deal. And then when even that doesn't work out, it's like now this guy, who we know is a killer, is back on the streets, and he's manipulative, and he's smart, and he's played the system, and he's got his lawyer. He's got people working with him on this. He's very, very devious, and it's just a matter of time before he kills somebody again. That weighs very, very heavily on Wesley, probably more heavily than even the race. Looking ahead, it's a tough thing moving forward, and I feel like he is not going to stop until he can hopefully put Liam Glasser back behind bars. It's not just Wesley who's affected, so is Nyla, whose warning to Glasser that came out during her deposition set Wesley's case back and got her demoted. Plus, one of the first things that Glasser did upon getting out of prison was to go visit her at work. He claimed he was going to go get his life back on track, but she warned him this isn't over. So for Angela, it's about how this is affecting not just her husband, but her best friend as well. This is her work life that's now affected. This is her home life. This is her friend social life. And so I definitely think it weighs very heavily on her. And yeah, just really can't escape it. Just when we thought we had the justice system figured out in mid-Wilshire, the Rookie throws a curveball that changes everything for Wesley Evers and Angela Lopez. I'm talking about the Liam Glasser case, a storyline that started as a standard legal hurdle but has spiraled into a massive conspiracy. Shawn Ashmore and Alyssa Diaz recently sat down to discuss a major twist that no one saw coming, and today we are breaking down every single detail. Was Liam truly a victim, or is he the architect of something much darker? If you thought you knew where this season was heading, think again. Let's dive into the truth behind the Rookie Liam Glasser case. To understand the twist, we have to look back at why Wesley took this on. It wasn't just about another win, it was about the principle. But as Alyssa Diaz pointed out in her recent interview, Angela's detective senses were tingling from day one. We're going to look at the evidence presented in the early episodes and see where the cracks first started to show. Shawn Ashmore recently opened up about Wesley's headspace. He mentioned that Wesley often sees the best in people, which becomes his greatest weakness in the Liam Glasser case. According to Ashmore, the major twist wasn't just a plot point, it was a character test. Let's analyze Shawn's comments about the scene in the interrogation room where the power dynamic completely shifted. Now let's talk about Alyssa Diaz's take. Angela is a seasoned detective, but when your husband is the one being manipulated, the stakes get personal. Alyssa mentioned that this twist puts a strain on the Lopez relationship that we haven't seen before. Is Liam Glasser working alone, or is there a tie-in to a previous villain? We're exploring the unseen evidence that Angela found while working off the clock. The moment the files were swapped, that's when the audience realized Liam wasn't the innocent kid he played. This twist redefines what we know about the legal battles in the show. If Liam is connected to the larger criminal syndicate, Wesley's career and Angela's safety are on the line. Let's look at the frame-by-frame clues the writers left for us in the previous 3 episodes. What happens next? With the trial looming, will Wesley have to step down? Shawn and Alyssa teased that the fallout of this case will last until the season finale. I want to hear your theories. Do you think Liam is working for Elijah, or is this a new threat entirely? This case has proven that in The Rookie, nothing is ever as it seems. Shawn Ashmore and Alyssa Diaz have given us a lot to chew on, and I can't wait to see how Wesley and Angela navigate this mess. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rookie Liam Glasser case, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more breaking news and character theories. Let me know in the comments, did you see this twist coming? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.